This week I was testing how far can I push ChatGPT, what are its capabilities of coding trading strategies for TradingView, and I can say that my mind was blown by the results. I found that ChatGPT has improved a lot in the past few months. Now it can code more than 100 lines of codes, which was a huge limitation a few months back, and it can even code specific position sizing options like percentage-based position sizing. So I had to test it out. I found an interesting NNFX based strategy on David Tech's channel, shout out to him, that generated 4000% net profit, but it was very complex. Despite that, I decided to take on this challenge. While it took me a full day to code the strategy and I faced many errors and obstacles, at the end I got the full Pine Script strategy. And as always, I also made an optimization for the BTCUSDT 2-hour chart. And the final optimization? Well, it performs extremely well on both in-sample and out-of-sample price data. And of course, as always, I use the realistic 0.1% fee too. I was curious what are the limits of this strategy, so I checked lower and higher timeframes and found that the 1-hour, 2-hour, 4-hour and the daily charts are all highly profitable. In today's video, I will break down the full strategy, show you the optimization I made, and share the backtest results. At the end, I will reveal where this strategy is ranked among all of the strategies I have tested so far. Spoiler alert, this is one of the best I've made so far. While this time I won't share the source code for free, as this script took me too much time to make and is way more complex than anything I shared for free, I will be posting a detailed guide on how I created this strategy with ChatGPT in an upcoming YouTube video. Following that guide, with some time and effort, you should be able to create this or a very similar strategy script. Additionally, I will bring you another optimization for the 30-minute chart using the risk percentage per trade position sizing. That position sizing yields 2 to 5 times more net profit than today's strategy. Once the video is ready and uploaded, I will leave a link down in the comment section and in the description, so stay tuned for that. Although I know some of you don't want to learn coding with ChatGPT, so I've put up the whole strategy script with 2 optimizations to our Patreon. You can find it in the shop section. With that out of the way, now let's get right into it. Okay, for this strategy, first of all open up TradingView and set up the BTCUSDT 2-hour chart. I know that the free TradingView plan only allows 2 indicators on the same chart, but if you have coded the script or bought it from the Patreon, that is considered as only 1 indicator, so you can put it up on your chart on any TradingView account. For this strategy we will use 6 different indicators. Let's add them to the chart. Open up the Indicators tab and first or trend filter the Halt Exponential. Add this one to your chart. Looking at the chart, it will look something like this. It is a pretty solid moving average. When I did my moving average backtesting video, I did not know of this one yet, so I might be testing this in the future. Next, our main indicator, which will be the top and bottom. This one by Seihun. On the chart, it looks something like this. It gives buy and sell signals, but we won't be using that. With this indicator, we will only allow to enter longs if the blue line is above the red, so basically when the background is blue, and we will also have a limit level to it, but more about that later. Next, our volatility filter, which will be the ADX with an exponential moving average. David Tech used a simple moving average, but I like the exponential more. So type in ADX, click on this one, then type in EMA, and add this one. Okay, once you got that on your chart, click on the EMA and start pulling it down until you reach the ADX. Once you're there, just release it. This way the EMA will be displayed on the ADX. Now double click on the EMA and change its source to ADX. This way the EMA will move according to the ADX values. For this indicator the rule is very simple. Whenever the momentum is picking up, the ADX will move higher, and whenever it's slowing down, it will move lower. So we will only allow entries when the ADX is above the ADX base moving average. Next, let's add our secondary confirmation indicator, which will be the TDFI. Add this one. The TDFI looks like this. When the momentum is going down, it will be red and will move down. When it's in sideways price action, it will just say flat. And as you can see in this period, it perfectly spotted that area. And when the momentum is picking up and the price is moving up, it will be colored green. And finally, we will need one more indicator, the stop loss and take profit indicator, which will be, I think you can guess it, the ATR. Type in ATR bands and add this one to your chart. Okay, now we have all of the indicators needed on the chart, but we will need to change some settings. So first, let's open up our trend filter, the Holt exponential, change its alpha length to 25 and the gamma length to 25. You can also play around with the coloring, I left it as it is. Then open up the top bottom indicator, change its bottom period to 20 and the top period to 15. Also, we will need to add a horizontal line to it, so go to the left side, open up this menu and find the horizontal line tool. Click on it and paste it on the top bottom indicator. Make sure that its coordinates are set to 1. Next, let's see the ADX. Set its smoothing to 5 and the DI length to 20. Also, open up the EMA, set its length to 40, and you can color however you like. I always color it white. Now on the bottom, the TDFI. Set up a 30 lookback, a 0.1 filter high, and the period should be an HL2. Finally, the ATR bands, which is our stop loss and take profit. Change the length or ATR period to 5, the ATR multiplier upper to 4.5 and the ATR multiplier lower to 1.5. Then go to the styles tab and change the line styles to step line. Okay, now we have all of the indicators on the chart correctly set up. I actually tried David text optimization settings, but it didn't give me the same results, so I optimized the script myself. But how does the script look like? Let's see. Here you can see all the options and the correct optimized settings that I use. On the top we have the top and bottom indicator, which is the first confirmation. After that, the TDFI, which is the second confirmation indicator. Then the trend filter. Here you can choose from 3 trend modes. You can turn it off, use the trend following or the mean reverting version. Then we have the volatility indicator, the ADX with an EMA. I also added the SMA, because that's the original strategy. Then the stop loss and take profit indicator, which is the ATR. Finally, we have a strategy direction mode. This optimization is longs only. I found that trading longs is always superior than trading shorts on the BTC. And on the bottom, the new function, which is the position sizing, the risk management. Here, if you tick this box, the script will set each entry to risk a set percentage of the total capital you have. This position sizing method generally outperforms any other position sizing method I ever tried. But for this optimization we won't use that. In the ChatGPT guide video, I will bring you an optimization that uses this. Okay, as this is a long only optimization, now let's see the rules for longs. For a very long entry, first the price needs to be above the Holt exponential moving average. So this area could have been a very long entry, or this area. Next, on the top and bottom indicator, the blue line needs to be above the red line. Here the red is above the blue, so there is no long entry. But here the blue clearly closed up and it's well above the red one. Also keep in mind that we have a 1 limit level, so if the blue line is above the red line but the blue line is still under the 1 limit level, then that won't be a valid entry. Next up, the volatility indicator, the ADX with EMA. We can only enter longs if the ADX is above the ADX based EMA. So throughout this period the ADX is well under the ADX based EMA, but here it started picking up. So this area no entry, this area could be an entry. And the final rule is that the TDFI needs to be green. On the TDFI we set up a 0.1 limit level and the line will be colored green whenever it's above that 0.1 limit level. So where is the first valid long entry? Here it is. Let's zoom in a bit. First, price is above the Holt moving average. On the top bottom indicator, the blue line is above the red one. The ADX is above the ADX base moving average. And the TDFI just turned green on that candle. Entry will be at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. The stop loss will be placed at the lower ATR band on the signal candle, and the take profit to the upper ATR band still on the signal candle. There are no move stop loss to break evens or exit signal indicators. This is just a simple set risk to reward based strategy. And as you can see, the take profit level got hit right there. So this was a profitable trade, capturing a 4.5% movement with a 1:3 risk to reward ratio. Let's see another example. Here we have another very long entry signal. First, the price is above the hold moving average. On the top bottom indicator, the blue line is above the red line, and the blue line is well above the 1 limit level. The ADX is above the ADX based EMA, and the TDFI is green, almost hitting the top value. So all of the conditions are met for a very long entry. We will enter at the close of the signal candle or at the open of the next candle. Stop loss will be at the lower ATR band and the take profit at the upper ATR band. Again, this will give us a 1-to-3 risk-to-reward ratio, and this was another winning trade. So those are the rules for this strategy. As I said, I won't be posting this script for free as this took me too much time to make, and it's way more complex than any other strategy I shared. But I will make another YouTube video guiding you through how you can code this strategy with ChatGPT. Although if you don't intend to learn coding or got stuck anywhere, you can purchase this script on our Patreon page in the shop section with the source code and with the 2 optimizations I made. And now let's see the backtest results. For the backtest, I am using a $10,000 capital with a $35,000 position sizing, so basically a 3.5x leverage at the start, but once the strategy made some profits, it won't work like that. The commission rate will be set to 0.1% on each entry and exit, and the slippage is set to 2 ticks. First I will show you the BTCUSDT 2-hour chart, but after that we will check the ETHUSDT lower and higher timeframes, and I will show you a few stocks that were also profitable. And here are the backtest results for the last 4 years of price data. Actually, I optimized this strategy from the 1st of January 2020 till the 1st of January 2024, but on the strategy ranking spreadsheet I always use the 1st of March, so I will do the same here. But keep in mind that after January 1st, every trade and the backtest result is out of sample. During these 4 years, this strategy took 158 trades, generated 739% net profit with a 40% win rate, 1.9 profit factor, and 25.67 max drawdown. The equity curve looks amazing, we have nice upswings and the drawdowns are moderate. The overall equity curve is steadily trending up. For those who are interested, here is the performance summary with more details. But now let's take a look on the after optimization date backtest results, or in other words, the out of sample backtest results. So as I said, the script was optimized till 2024, the 1st of January, so that will be our start date, and the end date will be the 1st of August, the day of filming this video. Let's see the results. And as we can see, it gives the same profit factor as in the in-sample data. With 25 trades, it generated a 92% net profit, with only 25% maximum drawdown. Compared to the buy and hold, it outperforms Bitcoin. Now let's set it back, and let's see lower and higher timeframes. On the 1 hour, it's still profitable, however the buy and hold was better. On 4 hour, it is profitable too, but again the buy and hold was better. And on the daily it's also profitable and it outperformed the buy and hold, but with just a few trades. Now let's see ETHUSDT. If you see a strategy that's performing good on multiple assets, that's always a good sign. What I usually look for from a strategy is to at least perform well on one lower time frame and on one higher time frame. With ETHUSDT, the 1 hour is profitable, but the buy and hold is much better. On the 2 hour, it's still profitable, but the buy and hold is again higher. Also, you have to keep in mind that my strategy has only 24% maximum drawdown, while Ethereum probably dropped around 80% in this period. On the 4 hour, it's still profitable with an almost 2 profit factor, 100 trades, 800% net profit, and a high 64% maximum drawdown. The buy and hold is still better. And the daily is the one that is not profitable anymore. Okay, let's see a few stocks that I found to be profitable too. I think one of them are Apple. It is profitable on the 2 hour, on the 1 hour, but out of these 3, the 4 hour is the best one. Daily is profitable too. I saw that MicroStrategy is good too. On the daily, it's just break even. On the 4 hour, it is profitable, 2 hour is profitable, and the 1 hour is profitable too. Maybe it's profitable on the 30-minute too. Yes, it is, and it's very profitable. Its max drawdown is under 30%, with 700% net profit. And if you take a look on the buy and hold, this strategy ends up where the buy and hold ends up, but holding the stock would have resulted in around an 80% maximum drawdown. What about the 15 minutes? The 15 minute is still profitable, however now the buy and hold is better. Maybe the 10 minute is good too? Yes it is, which is surprising for me, I didn't know about this. But probably the 5 minute won't be profitable. Well, it is profitable, but with a 100% maximum drawdown, so actually it wouldn't have been profitable. And I think the Nikkei is profitable too, which is the Japanese index. The 4-hour is profitable, but low trade count and doesn't worth trading. 2-hour is profitable too. 1 hour, that's good too. 30 minute, not so good. Well, that's all. Finally, let's take a look on the strategy ranking spreadsheet and find out where this strategy is placed among the 15 other that I have tested so far. And here is the strategy ranking spreadsheet, and today's strategy, the NNFX top bottom strategy with ADX, EMA, TDFI and AGMA, finished at the 3rd place out of 17 strategies that got a rank. And here you can see all the assets that were profitable, the timeframes that I found to be profitable, the leverage, the position sizing, the fees, the backtest time interval, and so on. Here will be the results, and at the end I will paste the YouTube link and the Patreon link where you can get this script from. And that wraps up today's video. Keep in mind, in the following weeks, probably next week, I will post the step-by-step guide video on how I created this strategy and how you can too. Once it's released, it will be here and I will leave a link down in the comment section and in the description. But if you don't want to wait it out, or don't want to learn coding with ChatGPT, or just want to support the channel, you can buy this strategy script with the 2 optimizations on my Patreon page in the shop section. As always, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to help out the channel with a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. Also, feel free to send me strategies in the comment section that you want to see coded next. Have an amazing day, and until next time, trade smart.